Welcome to the Kentucky Alternate Assessment Training for school year 2018-19. This module will walk you through the Career Work Experience Certification Administration Guide. Most slides will reference specific pages. Please print a hard copy or access an electronic version from the Kentucky Alternate Assessment Project, CAP, webpage before continuing this training. The Career Work Experience Certification, referred to as the CWEC, is one of four components of the Kentucky Alternate Assessment. The CWEC is a measure of career readiness within the Transition Readiness component of Kentucky's accountability system. There are two ways for students to achieve transition readiness within Kentucky's accountability system. Students must earn a high school diploma, then meet the requirements of one type of readiness, academic readiness or career readiness. In alignment with the regular assessment, the achievement of career readiness is not mandatory. The accountability model allows for meeting the requirements of academic readiness or career readiness. However, school districts must provide students opportunity and access to work toward career readiness. This includes students participating in the alternate assessment. The attainment of the CWEC is a process, not an assessment. The CWEC process includes the three general phases of career exploration, which is recommended, student-focused planning, and instruction in an experiential curriculum. Students receive instruction, including work-based learning opportunities in the classroom, school, community, and at work sites. The process utilizes community-based school business partnerships. School business partnerships assist in providing the work-based learning experiences to students. During the CWEC process, students are given the opportunity to practice, maintain, and generalize practical knowledge and skills linked to the employability and foundational academic standards alternate assessment and corresponding progressions. These standards are typically referred to as the EFAS and are the same standards assessed by the Employability Skills Attainment Record, the ESAR. The standards align with a subset of the standards assessed by the Kentucky Occupational Skills Standards Assessment, KOSA. There are 40 standards that address the concepts and skills listed on pages 3 and 4. CWEC preparation activities begin in grade 6 or earlier as appropriate for individual students. See Appendix A for the activities implemented during the middle school grades. The formal CWEC process begins at the high school level. Student-focused planning at grade 9 and beyond includes the continuation of annual transition planning. This includes the development of the multi-year course of study in accordance with the Kentucky Academic Course Code lists. For students working toward career readiness status within the Transition Readiness component of Kentucky's accountability system, the multi-year course of study includes the 4 courses specific to the attainment of the CWEC. The courses are completed in no less than 3 years. Work-based learning options are aligned with each course and provided in accordance with the student's least restrictive environment, LRE. Student-focused planning also includes person-centered planning beginning at grade 9 as needed. Each district determines on an individual student basis if transition planning alone will provide the information needed to determine transition services. Admission and release committees may need to hone their problem-solving skills within the basic transition planning process. For the majority of students, transition planning alone, if implemented with fidelity, meets student needs. Refer to Appendix B for more information about transition planning and services. For more involved students, a formal model or components of a specific model of person-centered planning may be required. The district selects the formal process to use. Districts can utilize, but are not limited to, person-centered planning, PATH, MAPS, the ASD problem-solving model, compression planning, or backwards planning. For more information, page 4 provides links to the listed person-centered planning process options. Discussion with the student and parents about the anticipated year of exit is included in student-focused planning. This is key to planning for the CWEC. The anticipated year of exit with a graduation code affects when a student begins coursework leading to the CWEC. It also affects when a student begins participation in a work-based learning program. For example, referral to the Community Work Transition Program for pre-employment transition services can begin at age 14. Transition services are provided by the program the last year of high school. A student can only participate in Project Search the last year of high school. Some programs have student-to-adult ratio guidelines. Student-focused planning includes the development of post-secondary goals in effect by age 16. Also within the CWEC process at the high school level, and in addition to student-focused planning, school districts should identify students for Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, OVR, services, pre-employment transition services, or transition services. Refer students to work-based learning programs in accordance with program guidelines, and provide the summary of performance to students upon year of exit. 4 specific elective courses lead to the attainment of the CWEC and are included within the Kentucky Academic Course Code list, special education courses. These elective courses must be initially completed in prerequisite order and in no less than 3 years. The courses may be repeated, particularly for students enrolled in grade 14. Page 5 of the administration guide begins describing the specific courses leading to the CWEC. Developing Career Options is the first course and can be completed in grades 9 through 14. The course focuses on orientation to careers. Course content includes orientation to the 16 career clusters, employability skills, self-management, and work ethics. Opportunities are provided within the course for the development of problem-solving, decision-making, and reasoning through school and work-based learning experience. Special focus is given to the EFAS. All materials and activities presented are differentiated to meet individual student needs. You can visit the Developing Career Options webpage to review the specific EFAS standards aligned to the course. The 16 career clusters included in the course are listed on the slide and contained in the course description on page 5. The next course is Developing Leadership Skills and is offered at multiple grades 9 through 14. This course is designed to assist students with developing skills needed to be successful leaders and responsible members of society. Students will develop personal attributes and social skills. Emphasis is placed on interpersonal skills, team building, communication, personal development, and leadership. This course includes opportunities for students to apply their knowledge. Special focus is given to the Kentucky Alternate Assessment aligned to the Kentucky Academic Standards, KAS, and the EFAS. All materials and activities presented are differentiated to meet individual student needs. This course may apply to any of the career clusters and should be aligned to the individual student's post-secondary goals. The career clusters are the same as those included on the previous slide. Visit the Developing Leadership Skills webpage to review the specific EFAS standards aligned to the course. Page 6 of the administration guide also contains the Experience in Workplace Principles course description. This is the third course offered and may be taken in grades 9 through 14. Experience in Workplace Principles examines the skills needed to adapt to changing demands and expectations. The course includes, but is not limited to, problem solving, teamwork, time management, and self-management skills. Job seeking and job retention skills are taught through the development of resumes and job search materials. Special focus is the EFAS. All materials and activities presented are differentiated to meet individual student needs. Visit the Experience in Workplace Principles webpage to review the specific EFAS standards aligned to the course. Individualized career work experience is provided to students in grades 11 through 14 and is described on page 6. This course focuses on work experience for students. The course includes a related class and work-based learning in the local community. Special focus is given to the EFAS. All materials and activities presented are differentiated to meet individual student needs. Visit the Individualized Career Work Experience webpage to review the specific EFAS standards aligned to the course. When you review the specific EFAS standards aligned to each course, you will find Appendix A, Teaching Progressions for the Employability Foundational Academic Standards for the Career Work Experience Certification. Appendix A denotes, in a matrix format, the standards required in each listed course, plus the standards that progress through the additional courses. Page 7 of the administration guide includes a matrix view of the CWEC courses. The matrix includes the courses in prerequisite order and includes the course codes, grade levels for each course, and additional guidance. An X in bold font indicates the typical grade levels for initial course completion. Developing career options is typically completed in grades 9 or 10. Developing leadership skills follows and is completed in grades 10 or 11. Experience in Workplace Principles, the third course, is completed in grade 11 or 12. Individualized Career Work Experience is the last course and is completed in grade 12 or 14. Reminder, the course may be repeated. Work-based learning options are embedded in each individual course and provide a variety of experiences for students. This affords students opportunities to practice, maintain, and generalize knowledge and skills related to the EFAS in classroom, school, community, and work-based settings. The work-based learning options were selected from Kentucky's Work-Based Learning Manual and include cooperative education, entrepreneurship, internship, paid and unpaid, mentoring, school-based enterprise, shadowing, and service learning. All definitions are included in the Administration Guide Glossary. The work-based learning is provided in alignment with the course descriptions. Districts determine which options to include in each course when developing each course plan. Some options are provided in the school or community setting by classroom staff. For example, school-based enterprise or service learning. Other options are provided in the community at work sites such as shadowing, mentoring, and internships. The work-based learning options linked to the courses may vary for individual students enrolled. This is based on individual student post-secondary goals, IEP present levels, individualization of the course of study, and needs related to the LRE. Work-based learning programs such as the CWTP, Project Search, or district-developed programs can serve as a vehicle for providing the options outside the school building. Work-based learning is provided a minimum of 20 hours per semester course or 40 hours per year-long course. For trimester courses, the minimum 40 hours per year may be divided into thirds, 13 to 14 hours per trimester. Abiding by the minimum hours per course assures statewide fidelity of the CWEC. Some work-based learning will be conducted at a work site. A work site is defined as a non-school integrated competitive environment where the students engage in work-based learning options customized and aligned to their post-secondary goals, including entrepreneurship, mentoring, shadowing, internship, or cooperative education. For careers found only in educational settings, the placement should be outside the student's school of attendance. The rationale supporting the worksite definition is provided in Appendix C. Documentation for the completion of the CWEC process is stored in the Career Ready Alternate Assessment folder, referred to as the CRAF. This ensures security of the materials. The CRAF is also used to document the results and supporting evidence for the ESAR. A certified staff member is responsible for maintaining the CRAF. This may be the same certified person that serves as the qualified ESAR administrator, or it may be another certified district representative. Qualified CWEC administrator, CQA, is responsible to complete the CWEC training and the qualification quiz in the online training system housed on the CAP website. Print and file the online PD certificate in the CRAF after passing the quiz. File the signed original current year copy of the Code of Ethics in the CRAF. And file the CWEC documentation in the CRAF by the end of each school year. CRAF components include, in the following order, student information, teacher Code of Ethics form, qualification quiz certifications, employability skills attainment record, and the career work experience certification. The first two components of the CRAF are identical to the AAAF. The third component of the folder, the qualification quiz certifications, will house the PD certificates awarded for successful completion of the ESAR and CWEC online qualification quizzes. The fourth component of the CRAF houses the documentation for the ESAR. The fifth contains the documentation related to the CWEC. The CWEC component of the CRAF includes multiple sections. The number is dependent on the number of years for initial course completion. Remember, the 4 courses cannot be completed in less than 3 years. If the student enrolls in the first CWEC course at grade 9, the folder section begins that year. If not, the folder section begins in grade 10 or later. A section is added for each year of high school in which the student is initially completing a CWEC course. If the student exits with a graduation code at the completion of grade 12, the CWEC documentation ends at that grade level. If the student initially completes a CWEC course in grade 14, a section will be added for each grade 14 year until the student completes the courses or exits with a graduation code. Each CWEC grade level section within the CRAF contains the multi-year course of study, including the courses leading to the CWEC, the transition service needs and post-secondary goal sections of the IEP, documentation of work-based learning hours, and anecdotal notes, which are supporting notes regarding the specific student information related to attainment of the CWEC. Career readiness is reported by KDE's Office of Career and Technical Education, OCTE. Therefore, personnel from the OCTE will audit CRAFs during monitoring or review visits for career and technical education programs. During the folder audit, the district will be asked to provide a copy of the student transcript generated from Infinite Campus. A comparison between the transcript and the multi-year course of study will substantiate that the CWEC courses planned were completed. At the local level, DACs may choose to monitor the CRAF to review programming and assessment compliance. This is a district-level decision. The CQA reports the status of students' attainment of the CWEC to the KDE in accordance with directions received through the alternate assessment email distribution list and DAC emails. The QCA indicates either yes, the student completed the CWEC coursework, or no, the student did not complete the CWEC. The status is recorded in the Career Ready Database, CRD. The CRD is housed on the CAP website. June 5th, 2019 is the last day to enter CWEC status in the CRD. Grade 12 students are entered in the CRD by CAP personnel. A grade 14 student will not appear in the CRD. The process for registering a grade 14 student in the system follows. The DAC, DOS, or district level administrator registers the student in the database. Once the student is registered in the CRD, the DAC, DOS, or district level administrator must then contact Helen Jones or Daryl Mattingly to request the student record be opened. For statewide fidelity of the CWEC process, school districts should provide work-based learning experiences in accordance with the definitions and guidance provided in Kentucky's Work-Based Learning Manual. Provide work-based learning a minimum of 20 hours per semester course or 40 hours per year-long course leading to the CWEC. For trimester courses, the minimum 40 hours per year may be divided into thirds, 13 to 14 hours per trimester. Base work-based learning options and environments on the LRE for each student. Provide instruction for skills included in the EFAS during work-based learning to give opportunities for generalization of the skills in community and work environments. Provide specially designed instruction in accordance with individual student IEPs during work-based learning experiences. Develop CWEC courses to meet the course descriptions within the Kentucky Academic Course Code List special education courses. Align district programs with the Kentucky Taxonomy for transition programming. Utilize evidence-based practices in school, community, and work settings for both instructional and transition practices. Incorporate Universal Design for Learning, UDL, practices within instruction. Utilize interagency collaboration for work-based learning opportunities. Include person-centered planning when needed, with district choice of specific planning methods. Begin the ILP at grade 6. This concludes the CWEC training module. You may complete the CWEC qualification quiz on the CAP website. Review the CWEC administration guide if needed before accessing the quiz. You have 3 opportunities to pass the quiz. Upon the 3rd failure, you will be locked out of the online training system and must notify your DAC, DOS, or district level administrator. Best wishes on the quiz and for the 2018-19 school year.